Okay.
So all that money just dumped in on the reaction algorithmically. We've got to decide what to do now.
Yeah, I gave back all the foul. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Hey, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Hope you had a good long weekend, all rested up, ready for the activity here. The mad market. It's pretty
Anybody
wild.
in here who sorry to interrupt you, Avi.
Hey,
Anybody in here who looks at like Wyckoff a little bit? I mean, just look at that 30-minute chart. You know, we got from the time of Jackson Hole, you've got that up thrust, 3 days later? And then we've got what could be considered, it's not confirmed yet, a UTAD the day after, last point of supply on Friday. So potentially a move back up could be that other LPS test, and then we could push further down. I'm not saying that's what will happen, but the potential is there.
Well, no, it makes perfect sense. If you look at the big day we had, I think it was Friday a couple weeks ago, right there. That's the top you're talking about. Then the bottom there, this bottom in the aftermarket was interesting, which was also the low of the previous trading day. And now we've had the breakout. So again, Wyckoff stuff. Yeah, if you're looking at a range, false breakout, and then breakdown on the other side. And now right back to where it made that big double bottom before it actually did that thrust. So yeah, all that makes perfect sense. Land up at the same conclusion, basically. So in this picture, it's very, very, very difficult for me to think of the SPY as a short. I'm gonna wait for the candles to tell me. For now, I don't see an opportunity. I see that it broke out, it did the big short, and if you want it to continue, let it pull up and do all its things, and confirm that it's going to continue. Otherwise, basically down in this 637 zone. Last time it was here was a big double bottom and a big push up, and the buyers were right there. You can see this measured move lines up perfectly with so far what we're seeing in the pre-market. Pretty obvious. I just put the top there, and the bottom was that massive wick right there, which lined up also with the low. So let's see. Fun, huh? All right. Any news coming out today? Anyone know of anything? Brian, are you thinking long on the SPY today? Or what are you thinking?
I mean, I definitely think we could get a push back into, we'll say, 641s, 2s maybe. And that'll be the point that potentially could be that, last point of supply test again to see what's going to happen there.
Yeah. Yes, I see it.
Also, 9:45 PMI final and 10 o'clock construction and ISM manufacturing.
Yep. Cool. Thanks. Yep, I see it here as well. So after 10 is really when I'd like to trade. That's plenty of time for us to settle down.
I think it says Trump speaks at 2 p.m.
Okay.
That's kind of far though.
Cool. Yeah, it's a little further out. All right. Sit and wait, huh? A whole lot of sit and wait.
So another bit of interesting news, I don't know if anybody knows over the weekend, that the court did rule that and they stated specifically the tariffs that were specific, what were they called? Like retaliatory, that's the wrong word, but reciprocal. Yeah, the reciprocal tariffs put in place. Sorry. The reciprocal tariffs put in place were deemed illegal under the use of the IEPA pause that he was trying to use for them. But all the other tariffs are fine. So I'm not sure how the market's going to respond to that either.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm expecting we'll have a lot of activity up front, volatility, uncertainty. So sit it out and wait for the big one. It's funny. I think when you have all kinds of uncertainty like this, what you'll get is, again, a lot of volatility at the open, but ideally you end up with a really well-defined opening range and then a breakout. So for the scalping strategies, the SPY would be interesting, I think.
Now, over that, the VIX on our Friday was, around in the 15s, and now this morning we're pushing 19s. So there is elevated, obviously, as everybody can see from the drop, but the VIX is running a bit.
This is interesting to watch. Cool. Opportunities. This is what day traders like. Heavy moves. Just got to have a way of reading it. All right, I want to check on something real quick and then pay attention here. All right. Everything's clear. Cool. All right. What else you guys interested in today? So I'm going to sit out for 30 minutes and see what happens. I'm going to let the price action dictate. Let the news pass and all that. Let everyone get stopped out, blow up accounts, do all your fun stuff that you love to do. And then I'll trade.
Could you check out NVIDIA maybe for possible support down here?
Yep. NVIDIA, yeah, support's been there before. Look, last time it was here. You can see that level, pretty obvious. And once again, bouncing off. So you may have something if you're able to identify buyers. You also have this. This is interesting. This is also very firm support. What I'd like to think of is, yeah, look at that. It's respecting that as well. Let it break up through there, 170, and hold above 170. Breakout retest on the 1 minute. You have an ABCD or something. That could be good. Yeah, 170. So breakout through 170 and get that big old ABCD pattern. All looking good. You have these higher lows. There it goes. There's a printed a new high just now. Yeah, I'll keep that on the watch. I'll put that there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, let's see. We have, I like the 30-minute. So there's two ways to do things, at least in my experience. How I used to do things and how I do things now. How I used to do things was put levels on first and wait for the price to get there and see if it sets up a pattern. Now what I'm doing is waiting for a pattern to set up and then put a level there and go off of that. It's worked in the sim a few times. It's new stuff. But you may find me doing either one of those today. Let's see how it goes. And yes, I've used the 5-minute chart as well many times in the past. What are we seeing here on a 5-minute? There's an obvious support level there. Breakdown. I'm not seeing a reversal pattern, even though it looks like it is reversing. So I'm not thinking short at all. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking long at all for now on a 5-minute chart. Still very much in a downtrend, pattern-wise. $30-minute chart, the obvious areas here, 635, big double bottom down there. It would be so fun if it bounces off of there. So what I'll do is I'll just keep that big level on the chart. And if the 1 minute starts to put in some sort of reversal down there, that would be fun. But that's, again, I'm not trading for 30 minutes. I'm going to wait. Here's another interesting point. You see this first candle today, 4 o'clock. It made that pinpoint bottom, pulled up and broke right through. In the when the market's open, I take the short on that. It breaks a pinpoint on a 30-minute and it goes. Now, the other way to think about it is the breakout's done and goes back up to retest and go again. That's possible, but not likely. I don't, by not likely, I mean, I'm not going to consider it a retest if it goes back up and rejects that pinpoint there, because it made a serious move. And if you look at, what is a serious move? Just look at the distances. Look at the distance of this white candle. Let's just say that's one move, and the second move did the same distance, probably a bit more even. So the move's over. I wouldn't call it a retest. If it gets back up to that level, then observe it in isolation and see what it is. So I've got a couple of levels there. Just let them sit and let them wait. And we'll see. Mahi, you're looking at Google. All right. Google double bottom. What are you saying? Double bottom on a 30-minute. I don't see a double bottom. I see it was up and it came down. If you're considering it with that previous bottom, well, the problem is the double bottom needs to happen at the bottom of a trend. So it came from up to down, and then it put in two bottoms. I don't see that it came from up to down and put in two bottoms and then going the other way. I don't see that at all. This is just an area of support most recently, and it's right there right now. That's all this is. So have the context right. When you're looking at these patterns, context is very important. Is it in a chop? Is it in a trend? And in that context, you pick up patterns. Here's a continuation pattern right here. It's in a trend up, and it comes down, puts in the big hammer, and continues up, for example. So it's an uptrend and just continues the uptrend. Not a double bottom here or something. This is a continuation.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're still using the Fibonacci levels, but off of Yahoo Finance, it's about a $7 move on SPY.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I'm not using it anymore. It's expired.
Cool.
The markets keep changing, and platforms keep changing. Whatever. It's okay. I never marry anything. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But $7 is pretty good. Very serious. If you can get an entry from one level to the next, well, there you go. It's pretty neat.
You know, we never knew that it would be your last time explaining what Fibonacci levels are. You know, you never knew when your last time playing outside as a kid was, or something.
You never know. You never know.
Oh,
Most
man.
things in the world are like that.
No more quizzes, eh?
I can quiz you more. I got more stuff to talk about, not just
Oh,
that.
yeah. Market's
All
open.
right,
Good
guys.
luck.
There it is. The market is open. Take it easy. Wait for your stuff. You know what to do. So I've got NVIDIA PLTR. What the hell's that? I'll put Google on since you guys were looking at it. Saban, you're saying AMD as well. Double bottom S3. Okay. On a 1 minute, man. 1 minute. Try not to look for setups on a 1 minute. First, identify a setup on a bigger picture, and then go to the 1 minute for an entry possibility. That's what I suggest. Pure setups on a 1 minute, you end up just pure scalping, and most of the people on the planet can't do that. That's just unnecessarily stressful for most people. So yeah, wait for that. All right, what am I looking at? Look at the SPY. I'm very curious about how it's going to behave. We have this. Yeah. See that pinpoint level there on the 5 minute chart. Very firm support. It's basically on the 1 as well. There it goes now. Broke it. And you know, there are many ways to do a fractal pattern. I've done it in so many ways in the past. I might bring some of that back today because I think there's going to be huge opportunities. Let's watch. Just got to watch. Oh, there goes NVIDIA, guys. See that level we were talking about? That's that support level that we identified earlier. It's sitting there now, just above it. And you don't want to go really long until it breaks through 170. That's the key one right there. It drops straight from there. So watch this. This could be a good breakout to the upside. I would struggle to think of it as a short, even though it dropped. Oddly enough, now you're looking at reversal plays. Wait and watch. Wait and watch. The upside move looks much more interesting. And it has that wedge and handle kind of set up on a 1 minute. That's more recent. I like that one. Keep an eye on that. What are we doing on the SPY? There you go. Watch NVIDIA. Watch 170 in the break of the high of day so far. Basically the opening price. Again, if it happens, I think it's going to be fast. And you have 171 is pretty obvious, but further up, 171.80-ish, 171.75. That's a big level. That's a target. Yeah, right there. Let's call it 171.50. That's really a big target. Cool. Tesla similar. I'm not really watching it though. Oh, here's that pinpoint break now on the SPY 30-minute chart. I would put a level there and catch the breakdown from there. Yeah, so the entry would be pretty much right now. Stop above it and go. But I'm not trading the open, just avoiding it. Interesting setups, huh? There you go. NVIDIA not going yet. Wait for it. Where is... Yeah. This whole area, I would say, is really more, like I was saying earlier, I'm thinking more long than short for the SPY, more than anything else, just because of this massive double bottom. This is fractal pattern stuff. Let's see what we find. So catching that pinpoint entry there wouldn't be a good strategy today. Just move that level up there. Or remove it. There we go. That's better. You know what could be good on the SPY? If you get a double bottom anywhere in this area between 635 and 637 on a 5-minute chart. It's been in a downtrend, and it puts in a good 5-minute double bottom. It'll be past 10 o'clock by the time that happens, most likely. Then we got something. And then 640 becomes the obvious target. I would love for it to drop and do that. That would make sense. NVIDIA, watch that perfect wedge formation now. Almost perfect. Higher lows, flat top, 170. Breakout could happen at any time. There you go. Big old breakout. Somebody catch that, please. There we go. Seems like it's holding so far. What you want for NVIDIA is to hold above 170 ideally. And if you did enter this breakout above 170, your stop ideally should be below the bottom of the entry candle. So about 169.75 or so. If it comes down there, you stop out. Remember, breakouts are, in my opinion, 50-50 kind of trades. Don't know if it's going to go or stop you out. And that's why I put a wide stop. I don't put on a big size. But on the retest, that's when I tend to prefer it. That's when, if it does a good retest, you have more conviction that it's likely to go. There you go. That would have got you by now if you entered that breakout. This is interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put both charts on my screen just to see if there's something to be had. Oh, man. It's going to get messy. All right. There we go. We got a 30-minute and a 5-minute on the SPY. The 5-minute can be useful in this case. So what do you guys think? NVIDIA likely to go or no? It looks good to my eyes for a long, but you got to find your entry that gives you a good tight stop. You would have taken one, you would have stopped out. The other one's happening now somewhere. This entry just above 170 makes sense. And these are to my eyes worthwhile. Worth the risk. If it works, it's really good. Again, the conviction for me is these higher lows. This is buyers stepping up, and stepping up constantly. I'm more interested in that than this high of days so far. One rejection, no big deal, stop out. But you can see it still made a higher low after that rejection. So bigger perspective. You have NVIDIA looking positive, and on the 30-minute perspective, like we said, this is all a buying zone, or has been a buying zone. Just simply looking at these are big reversals. So if buyers were there before, you can expect they're there today, and then wait for confirmation, which there you go. You got the confirmation with these higher lows, and now you're getting the move. There you go. Now I'd say don't wait for the retest. If you're in this now, you're in this. Otherwise, no. Now if you go, it's going to struggle a little bit up here. You can see the resistance zones on the 1-minute chart. Not too difficult. To me, the big target is 171.50. It's a big zone up there. That's where I try to hold on to the majority of my position for if I was in this. What do we have on the SPY? Nothing yet. Tesla, again, very similar to NVIDIA on the 1-minute chart. We talked about that one earlier. Yeah. Oh, no way. Tesla actually put in a good reversal. Holy crap. Look at that. Here, I'll show you something, guys. Didn't look at Tesla earlier, but what you have here is it went from up to down, then big red candle, small red candle, and then the big reversal hammer, room to the left. It's all there. So I would put a level at the top of that hammer and say that I want to find an entry on a 1-minute chart. Where is it? Yeah, put level right there. Find an entry on a 1-minute chart just above that level somewhere. So the market opened and dropped and put in a hammer there as well. And sure enough, breakout, pull back, and off you go.
I found that opportunity right at the market open, but because it was market open, I didn't want just to miss others. But I entered at 932 candle.
Oh,
no, 933. Wow. Bottom of the 933. Sorry, bottom.
Nice.
Go down.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, 30 down here.
Yes.
32. Oh, this is 31. 931.
What is that? That is 932. Is the next one.
Okay, yeah, the third candle.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, you're getting these entries, man.
But I used the 30 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, using a 30-minute chart, right?
Yes.
Good, man. Oh,
it was just right at the market open. I didn't want to confuse others.
You see, even if you just wait for 3 or 4 minutes, you still get an excellent entry. You just avoid all that chop at the open, right? All you gotta do is just wait just that little few minutes of patience and off you go. And when you're trading stuff like that, you don't have to think too much about the news. I never did when I traded this stuff. I just trade the price action. But yeah, nice catch. Nice catch getting in on this.
Thanks.
Fun. Yep, there you go. NVIDIA 171 would be a de-risking zone. And then 171.50 is where I'd really look at it. Let's look at a 30 on this one. Yeah, 171.50. Yeah, you can see that's where it broke down from. You can see that. 30-minute chart. I like the 30. Yeah. Nice. And Tesla as well, just about getting to the target zone. Yeah, 331.50 makes sense. You have resistance 333-ish, just below 333. But yeah, this is where it broke down from, right? It had support and then broke. Just about 331.50. Cool.
As you mentioned, price action and candles are the king. We don't need Avi8ors. I didn't put even Avi8ors level on Tesla. I used the candles.
Yeah, man. Who the hell came up with that Avi8ors shit? Anyway,
I don't know.
What a lump of crap.
In Dubai. I'm not sure what his name.
I'm going to find him. I'm going to beat him up.
I'll find him. I know where he's at.
There you go.
He likes barbecue too. So
Jesus, you'll find him grilling somewhere in the desert. Oh man. All right, this 5-minute chart is just confusing me. I'm not gonna trade it. Forget about it. I'm gonna stick to what I know. This 30-minute chart. Too much to look at. Back to the usual. So there's two ways to do things. One is put a level on and trade it off the level, or the other is wait for the price action. So I put two levels here. Basically, this one already happened. Forget about it. I don't really need it. This is important. By 635, to me, it's just big round number in the area of where I find buyers. So I'm waiting for a big reversal setup on a 30 would be just nice. I'm sure you'll pick it up on a 5 as well if you're looking at the 5. But for me, it's just too much to look at. But NVIDIA and Tesla, these are the fun ones, huh? Look at that. Again, NVIDIA, watch this. Right here, you have a flat top at 171 with higher lows. Still looking positive, even though it struggled at 171. To my eyes, this is a setup for a breakout. So if I was in it, I'd still be in it and wait for that 171 breakout for another 50 cents. That's where I would really put my target. So all the probabilities are looking positive for now. Saban Avi levels still work. Yes, it does. Of course it does. As long as you know where to get them from, it works. Thanks. Yes, news coming. Thanks, Brian. Let's watch the news. Let's go to the SPY. Got 30 seconds for the news. And yeah, wait and see. This is already looking, again, positive. Higher lows. Tricky place to find an entry. Let me think. 30-minute picture. I don't have much going on a 30-minute picture here. Bookmap's clearing. All right. There you go, Brian. Thanks. So expect a bit of a jump here in about a second. Let's see. The book, when the order book is clear, that means, well, it's time to reset, right? There we go. You can see the volatility jumping around a little bit more than it has been. And it's jumpy, but it's not going anywhere. The SPY, at least. NVIDIA still looking okay for the breakout. And Tesla, look at that. That thing's a rocket. There you go. 333 isn't too far off now on Tesla. Just below 333 was the area I found resistance. Where was it? Yeah. Just about there. 332.50. Let's just call it that. It's pretty much there. And then further up, 333.50-ish.
That is PDC roughly.
Yeah. Yep. Roughly PDC as well. For holding as firm resistance. So there you go. Pretty cool. There you go. NVIDIA did the breakout as well, guys. Man, these trades are so neat. These scalping opportunities. You just kind of catch them all the time. Every day I show up, I see them. So many of them. Getting FOMO, man. So much FOMO. Oh, well, go get it, guys.
Got a beautiful long on AMD at the 5-minute orb.
AMD. Didn't really look at that, did I? Oh, yeah, look at that. Again, an ascending wedge, and yeah, straight up. Very nice. On a 1 minute, perfect picture. Nice catch.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So, guys, I'll tell you, there's two elements to what I like to see in a breakout setup. One is a flat top where every candle is hitting the top, and this almost has it. Almost every candle. The other element I like to see is these higher lows. So you end up with a wedge, basically. When you have a perfect wedge, that's a conviction thing for me. But you never really get, well, you rarely get perfection. So then you got to gauge it. And this becomes discretionary. So this, I would say, is like a 95% almost perfect setup. Was that good enough for you? Now that's a question you got to ask yourself when it comes to your risk tolerance, risk management, and your own emotional intelligence. So once you have it perfectly well defined and you know the world is not perfect, now you got to decide, can you take something imperfect and be okay with yourself? And that's really trading. That's the stuff that goes on in my head all the time. I mean, it's, am I okay with myself by doing this? Those are the questions I'm always asking. Not so much, is it a pattern? Is it not? That stuff, you figure that out very quickly in the first couple of weeks of trading. But this stuff, that's the important stuff. That's what makes you really, a trader for the long term.
Wow, did anyone catch a PLTR? What a freaking move.
That one as well. Oops.
It just took, on the second candle, the 931 candle, it just took off.
Yeah. That is an interesting one. Let's look at this. Didn't even look at it earlier. Okay, 30-minute, I don't see much. 5 minutes, I don't see much. But the 1 minute is interesting. Came down and got into a big consolidation and then put in this second candle of the day as a hammer, room to the left at the bottom of it. And the entry is, for my setup, is on the third candle. You're long. That's the second candle gave you massive confirmation. Pretty cool, huh? Neat setup on a 1 minute chart. Nice. Look at that. We may be getting a hammer here on a 30. Let's see. Tesla running. NVDA. Okay, NVDA hit 171.50. And yeah, looks like now you can see this. This is interesting. 171.50 was the target I had. It hit that, rejected, and then a big candle pop. This is pretty much one of the biggest candles today. This, to my eyes, is dangerous. You have a target, okay, you're getting out of it, but when you're seeing a candle just pop out of nowhere going fast, that's when I immediately go straight into de-risking mode, start taking off a big chunk of my position, because when it pops like that, it can easily pop the other way. And we know this is a zone, we already pre-planned this zone 171.50, that it's going to get messy up there. Just because you can see that's where the move started, the move down, and now it's just reversed back to where it started from. This is where the sellers are, right there, and made that big move in the pre-market. So I would definitely not go long here. And I'm just de-risking, and then the 1 minute chart is confirming that you should be de-risking when it pops like this. So candles give you a lot of clues of what's going on. Tesla hasn't done that big pop yet. It might. Watch 333 on Tesla, guys. See if there's something there as far as the order book is concerned. I suspect 333 will have something. Yeah, this is also on Tesla. You can see this is approximately the zone where the move started down. You're right back at it. So watch that. Cool. All right. What do we got here in the chat? So not much happened with the SPY on that news. It bounced around a bit at, what happened? What did I miss? Oh, here it was. Yeah, okay. So it bounced around a bit and now it's taken off. Okay. Look at that 1 minute chart. Big double bottom. If I was trading the 1 minute chart, oh man, the entry was 3 minutes ago. Just as it broke the high of day and the put in the bullish candle, made a new high after a downtrend, big double bottom. That's okay. That one's that's again, it's not 100% perfect, but I'd say it's like 90% perfect. Good stuff. Oh, what a ripper. Man, I should be watching this. What the hell?
If you were trading 5 minute, the Qs was not bad as well.
Yeah.
Just supported by Tesla and NVIDIA. Look at Qs when you had a chance. 5 minutes.
Yeah, look at that. Again, reversal setup, near perfect. Enter in the second candle. Yeah. Good setups. Lots of love in the market today. Cool.
I took that.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, man. I took the SPY breakout. I already de-risked. I have one contract left.
Nice. Good catch.
Yep. From that, yeah, exactly where you pinpointed.
Yep. That's a neat setup. Very neat. I just wait for the 30-minute. But yeah, it's a good one. Now watch the news. We got news again in about 7 minutes. You
I
wanna
used
knock-
a 15-minute, man. You should check it out, I think.
Yeah,
don't know.
I've used it. It's okay. Again, now that I'm used to a huge time frame, a 30-minute chart, the wrong thing to do is to go into the smaller time frames. Like you saw me play with the 5-minute a bit, and I realized, no, man, it's messing with me. Because
True that.
I go again towards the scalping mindset, or shorter moves, and you're not getting those big RVR trades. My mindset is all in the big RVR stuff. Let it run for a while. So I'm just waiting for that setup to happen on the 15-minute. Yeah, definitely the setup's right there, exactly where you entered. So, the 5-minute was just another ORB, good one. Yeah, 30-minute. Let's see, I might get a 30-minute ORB. We'll find out. I'll wait for the 30-minute to set up. It's a massive engulfing at the moment. Looks good.
It's crazy though, because the SPY up until the 948 candle, it was still within the first 5-minute range until it broke
Yeah.
out. It's
It's
amazing.
worth waiting for. Yeah, I was telling you, just wait for the opening volatility. You can define a good range, and just
Yeah.
go after that. That's it. Today is that kind of day. You had that on Tesla as well, on NVDA and SPY and PLTR, everything. The market just set up for that quite easily. It's just a news thing now. 6 more minutes. What do we got here? Rachel, why don't use Avinacci levels anymore? Test using a new strategy. Rachel, I'm not using the Avinacci levels anymore because DOS doesn't provide that data anymore. And a lot of guys in this room are in touch with DOS to get that data back on the charts. So let's see what happens. But since it's not there, I'm just letting it go. And I have like 20 other strategies I can easily use. And I'm working on something a little newer, which is it's basically the old strategies that I've had, except in reverse. The old way was simply put levels on the chart, then let the price get there, then take a trade from there. Now I'm just letting the price set up a candlestick pattern that I like, and then I'll just take it off of that candlestick pattern. Basically put the level on the pattern after it happens, and then go. So
What do you mean by the data is no longer provided by DOS?
anyone here want to give the insight on that? You all know better than I do.
Mhm.
You guys
Thank
are all
you.
talking to DOS more than I am. Who wants to take that one? It's like five
Yeah,
of
so
you.
for the last couple of months, we've been noticing that the levels on SPY have been extremely tight. I'm not sure who, but somebody noticed it, and when they compared the Avenacci levels compared to IBKR or Yahoo Finance, we found a discrepancy, and we started comparing that because Yahoo Finance and IBKR were still providing accurate levels. We reached out to DOS, and they basically stated that they've received a lot of requests and reports from other members, not sure who, but basically they were saying that they didn't want those or something to do with that data that they were having issues with. So that's why they were filtering out the wicks or the exact areas on that 8 a.m. candle, which was really strange. And they have literally confirmed in writing that they were filtering out this data, which is bizarre.
That is bizarre. So do they have any intention of fixing it?
So there's a few of us that reached out to them. They keep telling us that they're speaking to the management team, but I don't think any of us have heard back yet.
Oh, wow. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. It's funny. I wish they'd sent out a notice to all the users that now there's a change in the data.
Right?
But whatever, you can go after them legally if you want. That's just, to me, it's not 80-20 to go after this sort of thing. It's not in the strategy anyway. Money's not made on the strategy. It's made on your mindset. So no one can take that away from you.
But I love those Avinacci levels.
Yes, they were fun, but we got to move on. It's about to be 2026 now. We got to come up with something new. Times change.
We'll let you lead the way, Avi.
Sure. We'll see what we can do.
I know we can count on you.
Sure. Ooh, pressure. All
A
good.
little dose of healthy pressure is good, I was told.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's good. Everyone needs a kick in the butt sometimes. Let's see. Oh, look at that. The buyers came in on this particular day at the bottom of the day. Put a level right there. I think that was last Friday. And yep, that's exactly that double bottom. Look at that, man. It doesn't get better than this. Price action. I just find where the buyers took over right there on this huge day. So you put that level on, and the 1 minute chart just gives you a perfect double bottom breakout retest, and you're in this thing. Not too complicated. And now you're getting into a target zone right about there, just under 640. Let's see if you get a breakout beyond that. So again, nothing wrong with trading like this. This is stuff I've done. You guys have seen me do this in 2023, 24, finding levels on big time frames like the daily or the 30, and then picking up 1 minute setups. Not too complicated. Huh? Cool. Oh yeah, Brian, you got the order book. Oh, sorry, no. Oh. PMI was in line pretty much. Okay, got it. So that's why not much happened with that PMI, and then sure enough, the market makers took it up after that, or buyers took it up. So when you're working with Avi levels today, caught NVDA 173.76. Okay, so you still got a bit of a move left in it. NVIDIA is now sitting at 171.50-ish. So you still got a move in it up if you're looking at Avi stuff. You already caught $2. Nice. Nice. ISM numbers. Yes, thanks. Thanks, Brian. All right, let's have a look and see. And I can start paying attention for a trade potentially. 640 would be out of the money long, but let's see. This is already setting up. If it closes like this, I'll be interested to go long and get up to 644-ish, 642 to begin with. Let's see. $2. Nice catch, Saban. $2 move. NVIDIA gap fill. Yes. All right. There we go. Holy crap. All right. Here we go. The news is in. My level is set right here at the top of this first 30-minute candle. It's effectively a 30-minute ORB. I needed to come back and retest. I'm not going to enter when the news is misbehaving. Well, I can actually with a small size. No, it's too late. Let it come back. 640 loaded up. It's just out of the money. It's a little risky. Target's 642 and up. There it goes. There's a breakout. Pretty firm breakout, huh? So this is a good reversal pattern right here on the 30-minute. Came down and a massive bullish engulfing, just how I like it. Just got to catch that entry. The stop has to be down here at about 90 cents on this options contract. Puts it down about here below the price action. And there we go. Okay, so it looks like whoever wanted to play with the news has played. I gotta wait for this to come back. What's that? $1.40 if I put a 50-cent thing. You know what? It's worth going further out of the money on this. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I'm getting in. Finally getting into a trade. Let's start small. Put at 60 cents. Not a lot of risk for now. And if it pulls back, I have room to add. Now it is severely out of the money, so I'm keeping an eye on the 1 minute action. But all very bullish. Stop is down here someplace. Where? Okay, here we go. Might be able to add here someplace. What I'm looking for is the bounce. Basically, this breakout, you see the level I got? Breakout and bounce off, retest of that. And a retest is a good place to enter. So you can see, the thing about retest, you don't know if it's going to retest a level or a higher or a lower. You just don't know. So you got to watch the price action. Or you can be conservative and wait for the 1 minute chart to print a bullish candle, then the new high is your entry. There you go. That's a bit of buying right there. There it is. All right. That's about as much size as I want for now, as much risk. especially being out of the money. I don't have time in my favor.
That's what she said.
Ah, yeah, she said that. Look at you, distracting. Awesome. All right. Let's see. So the buyers are down here, basically. Give it a bit of room. It loses those buyers, I'll be out of there. Other than that, just hold on to it. Did you get something so far, Nathan? Had plenty of moves.
No, that move was just too far down for me. I'm just kind of waiting for things to stabilize. But after the news has come out on that stuff, I think there's something yet. Nothing really yet catching my own.
Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for the news as well, and seem to have got a setup here, but let's see. Never know if things work. There we go. Bullish candle. Let's close bullish. This is interesting. I'm actually in a trade. You believe it? Wow, feels weird. It was like a year since I took a trade. I'm just going small to begin with. Let's see if I can still do this. Out of the money. Out of the money's fun. I like out of the money. On a day like today, it makes more sense. There you go. There's a bullish candle. Do we have a new high? Not really. Not yet. I'm watching it very closely now in the 1 minute. Just looking for the buyers to step up. You know, being out of the money, I probably have enough size. It's going to 642-ish is my target zone. Right up there.
I'm sorry, Avi. What did you say your target was?
642, the 642 zone.
And why was that?
Because that's where the move started from. That's resistance. Just look at it up there. See that? The sellers took it over from there, brought it down. So I expect they're still up in that area. That's where I'll take it. It gives me plenty of risk to reward.
Okay,
Nice
cool. Thank you.
Yep. Oh, man. Out of the money contracts, huh? What the hell? There's got to be a better way to do things. My broker's probably going to freak out. This guy came back from vacation. I haven't received any notices yet. I got my phone on, and if it rings, I'll pick it up. But
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Avi's back.
I was wondering.
More commission fees for us.
Yeah, sweet. We should be back in profit this month, guys.
He's like, wait a minute, Avi's back. We are gonna have a good Christmas.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Yeah, I was wondering if they shut down my account for inactivity.
Morning, Avi.
There. Hey there, morning. Where's my stop?
How about you trade for all of us?
Trade
And we
for all
will
of
get
you?
money. Yeah.
You want to take the stop out that I'm about to take? The stop is below that green line, so let's see what the contract does. Where the buyers are. If it loses that line, that's the area I don't want to play with. Where did it reject, right? Yeah, you can see that's a troublesome zone. Oh well, 640. Huh. You know, mindset is everything in this. Trading for everyone. I'm sure I would make different kinds of decisions. You trade your own money. You think about it a certain way. And I have never, ever attempted to trade anyone else's money. I don't even know what that would feel like. Again, mindset would shift, I'm sure. All right, what's going on here? Doesn't want to go. Does want to go, doesn't want to go. Okay. See these buyers right here, the breakout, and here's where they were. That breakout is where I'd like to move my stop to once it goes. But for now, it's just those buyers. So it's very close to stopping. It drops to about this 638.70 or so, just in this zone. I'll hit the button. Where did it open? It opened 30-minute right there. Yeah. That makes sense. Tricky zone. The daily, just about. Yeah. So that's a big breakout zone. Basically, where I'm getting in and trying to get out, you can see right in between. Whenever it's gone into this zone between, call it 640 and 642 on a daily, it just goes right through that zone pretty quick. Doesn't mess around too much. So let's see. Let's see if we get lucky today. On 30, yeah, just moved right through it. Not choppy, just moved through it. Just gotta get there though. Now you guys can see the impact of time decay, especially when you're out of the money. Look at this thing. It's all dropping since I entered, but it hasn't really gone anywhere on the 1 minute chart, right? Really something to look at when you're trading options. I was looking at this earlier, trying to trade the options price action. I don't know how to do this. This is way too complicated. Oh, there it goes. Almost. Almost. Got my finger on the trigger to get out. But so far, the buyers are still there. It's made a lower low, but it has to break. Once it breaks, and you know it's going to bump into 638.50 pretty quick. Basically, it breaks through there, I'm out of there. Don't want to hold this thing. And I shouldn't have any liquidity problems. It's not a massive size. Here we go. Another little push up. You can see where the buyers are, man. Just the way the candles move. But are there enough of them to take over and go? Don't know. Oh, all right, that's it. I'm out of there. Okay, take a stop. Wait for it. So the setup is still there. What I really need is a breakout. Right now it's in chop. On a 1 minute chart, I'm seeing chop. So wait and see. The breakout I'm looking for is, yeah, right there. It's very positive. Actually, you know, the breakout right here is good. This is a pre-entry if you catch it. And it's actually slow. I might go with another contract. Yeah. What I'm doing here now by going a little more in the money is giving myself time. You can see it didn't want to go. I was anticipating a faster move. I'm still going to be out of the money, but a little closer. So I don't get caught up in this mess again. If I can find an entry somewhere. The other option is to go in the money, which would be 638. But there's no fun in that. There's no fun going in the money. Let's go with 640, makes sense.
I mean, I'm still a little bit lost on in the money, out of the money. I mean, what is the major difference? Are you making that much more money off of it, or what?
To put it very simply, when you're out of the money, and the underlying price action goes through that strike price, you get a massive pop in your options contracts. Yeah, you make a lot more money if you're right about your position. Also, it goes against you very quickly if you don't, if it doesn't go in your favor.
Yeah, if you guess
like
wrong.
You saw the one I took. Yeah, it behaves differently. Basically, the options value behaves differently when you're in the money or out the money. to put it very simply. And if you really want to be conservative, just stay in the money.
Okay.
But if you're aggressive with your timing and you don't want to take a lot of size, but you could still make a lot of money if your entry is very, very precise. There's a bullish candle. I like this one. There we go. I should have waited for this one earlier. All right. So the new high on the 1 minute chart makes a good entry. Stop would be down there to begin with. Yeah, there's the high. Okay, let's try this one again. There you go. No need to waste time adding and stuff. And let's see. This would be a second attempt. And 640, still actually decently out the money. It's not too far out, but you'll see if the SPY goes through 640, the contract will explode. It'll just go rip up through, what is it, 1.1. It'll probably go through 1.8 or something very quickly. But it's got to do all that. And this is quickly turning into a double top on a 1 minute chart. Huh? Let's see, my buyer is down here. And looks like it's going to hit me again. Let's see. You can see the sellers up here, right? They're really still, well, not letting it go up, put it that way. By the way, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. This bullish engulfing on a 30-minute chart after a big move down, a near perfect 30 minutes setup for a reversal. I haven't seen one of these. It's been a very long time. Right there. If you look at this on a ORB perspective, you have the opening range at one leg, big consolidation, going for the second leg. So in that sense, it's all there as well. But you got to time it. And no, I'm stopping out. Not going to get this. Oh, come on, stop out. There we go. Okay. All right. Not working out. And now on a 1 minute, I'm not seeing a bullish thing. I'm seeing something close to a double top. So I'm not going to touch it. Just wait for the next setup. How did I put that level there? Oh, that was a stop level. All right, don't need that. All right, so that's the level I'm interested in, that area. Basically, on a 30-minute, it's still all bullish. So I'm waiting for a 1 minute bullish setup. For now, it went up and it's put a top and then a second top that's lower with a decent little gap in it. And a big bearish candle, the new low is your entry for the short. But if that's a 1 minute perspective. So you can see there's a conflict here now. You have a bullish thing on a 30 chart, on a 30-minute chart, and a bearish setup on a 1 minute chart. So I'm going to wait until the 1 minute doesn't set up a bullish ABCD or something like that. I'm not going to play with this. There we go. It's good to be back trading. Finally. Oof. At least I know where the buttons are.
Well, you've been on vacation 3 months. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's been a while. Like, what? Why am I trading? What is the stock market? What is all this? No, I've been here a lot. I've been looking at the price action a lot. Just didn't find anything because, well, those Avi things didn't work. And well, during that time, I bet if I was trading this strategy, I probably would have found quite a few trades. We've had plenty of setups. On the last trading day on Friday, we had that drop. That would have been a decent one. Then we had all kinds of setups, really. Continuation down there. All the fun stuff. Anyways, now we'll see. 640. One thing I don't want to do is enter at the money. if my entry is going to be around 640, I'm not going to take the 640 contract. I go either in the money or out the money. You enter at the money, it's going to mess with you so much. This one was pretty close already, 640. So let's see. See, now we have another big bullish candle, but with these highs getting lower, I got to wait for it. Still a bit of a double top setup on the 1 minute.
I think that the financial market making me crazy. Since I started trading, I feel like I'm crazy.
Okay.
You have to be. So
Yeah, that's
a good
exactly.
thing.
Yeah, it's just too much movement and everything. It just play with your brain. It's like he's eating your brain all the time.
Correct. You
100%.
you're experiencing the correct emotions.
Yeah, what we're saying is you're doing everything correctly. You're doing everything right.
Yes. If you're like, oh man, I feel like more sane and feel
Yeah,
much
it's
better now that I'm
exciting,
trading,
that's
then
for
you're
sure.
doing something wrong.
It's exciting too and exhausting too, like all of them emotion, like all the emotion you can ever feel. And you didn't
Yeah.
even know about it.
Correct. Yep.
Yep. It'll rip you apart. Hey, but that's the fun of being a human being, we have this capacity to experience so much, and then we have this crazy thing called the stock market, and then have a crazier thing beyond that called day trading the stock market, and then we have
Yeah.
leverage. It's, I mean, we have these capacities as a human being, and it allows us to experience so much between our
Yeah.
birth and our death. So I can't say it's for everyone, but hey, if you're up for it, it's a rush. It's a rush in all directions. You have to be crazy enough to begin with to think, oh, I'm going to make a living day trading. I'm going to even think about day trading. Most people are like, well, what is wrong with you? You want to be in the markets? Go be in a
But
hedge
it's
fund
hard
and
to
trade other
quit
people's money and lose it
afterwards.
for them.
I feel like I never can quit. It's just even though I lose for my whole life, I never can quit. That's what I feel about it. I don't know how people can quit this market.
Don't quit. I suggest don't ever quit, but manage your risk, control your risk. If you're having a bad run, you got to step away, go to sim, all the regular stuff. But quitting is just, you never win if you quit, man. Ever. In anything. And I can tell you so many stories about sports and stuff that I've done. If you quit, forget it. You're going to hate yourself forever. So just stick to it. There's a way. There's a way to get through it.
No, I'm asking like how it's possible people can quit this market. That's what my question is. Just by losing, it's exhausting, but still you wanna come back.
Well, they're not dopamine addicts. That's why they can quit.
You are right. Yeah. Yeah, I lost. I'm losing. Still losing. I make money, and then I'm flying, and then at the second I feel myself in the ground again, and then I go up again. That's how my life is right now with the trading.
That's all right. It's all right. Stick to it. It's okay. It goes up and down. Hey, it's up and down for me too, all the time. You guys see me lose trades more than I win. You just got to make those losers very, very small, and the winners take care of themselves. And that's all right.
Mhm.
I'm very curious about this big high over here, the high of day. Wonder if there's. So we had the big bullish engulfing. I'm waiting for a 1 minute setup, and I'm thinking we could get one at that high of day break, maybe in a ABCD ascending wedge or something. That would give me a conviction to get back into this. If it gets there and if it sets up. But just to think, man, these buyers were good here. The buyers were here. Oh, look at that. That's where they came in. You can see the buyer right there. Seriously, you should just look at the market as buyers and sellers, nothing else. So that would have been one entry. Stop out. And the second would have been here. All of that later. If I'm really playing with, here, take a look at this, guys. I'll show you something. Let's say no levels, and I identify, okay, it's a bullish engulfing on the 30. So now I just go to the 1, no levels. And it's sitting up here in the zone. I'm thinking, where are the buyers that I can get involved with after 10 a.m.? The 10 a.m. candle closes. So the first set of buyers are here that I see. So I might try to get that entry, stop out. And I'd also look for, where were the other buyers? And I see it right down there. And then the entry would be actually right about now, because it print that bullish candle and then the high just about where it is. You stop below it and you go. So not a wrong way to think about it. Just identifying where buyers and where sellers just by looking at wicks. I'm always paying attention to the wicks. You can see that big wick here, down here. And that buyer is very firm. I should have identified that earlier.
Yeah, Abby, that level right there that you just pointed out, that 1016 candle was also part of the Fibonacci level of the Yahoo Finance levels.
Ah, there you go. So I don't need Yahoo Finance. I can just put it on, right?
There you go.
There you go. Cool, man. Thanks. I like it. I like it. Yeah. The thing about the Fibonacci levels is, I mean, they're all good, but just like any level, you're using them as a place to enter. And if the price sets up somewhere else, you don't take the opportunity. So in a sense, it's very liberating not to use levels and just stay focused on price action purely. That's what I'm doing now. And if I catch a setup, I'll catch it. Otherwise, if you catch it and stop out, no big deal. Just stop out. It's either 5R winner or 1R loss, and it's worth it. And you plan your risk before you trade, of course. Look at this. Now I'm seeing these highs are just getting lower and lower, irrelevant of these buyers kind of sitting here. But man, these highs are just not in my favor. So I'm gonna leave it alone. And I'm not thinking about a short. I can't think of a short unless you're able to see this descending wedge. See this descending wedge, the breakout, and you have a retest and it goes down. I'm very, very much struggling to think of that as a continued move down. It might go a bit, but because of this is where the buyers came in. See, it went down and then bounced off. So I think the buyers are all in this zone, and it's a big zone. Okay, so it's not too difficult to get a trade going short. But I'm more convinced of this big 30-minute engulfing. Let's see what happens with it. There it goes. It's going short for now. Yeah. Just gotta wait. Where are the next levels of buyers on this chart? So it broke below. Whoops. Below that guy. The next buyer was way down here. Way down here. Okay. Way down. Well, you know what? Actually, I would be a little more careful. I'd put it here, because you had sellers right there at the open. And then this is the candle that broke the opening price. That's the wick on it, 949. Let's keep that level and see what happens. We have NVDA came right back to its opening range breakout, huh? And Tesla did not. We were talking about this on NVIDIA, guys. Remember I was telling you these big pops, candles that pop big, you want to be careful. Sure enough, pretty soon after that big first one, that was the end of it. Not much left in it, right? Straight back to where it came from. This is the stuff you want to be careful of on a 1-minute chart. It's healthy when it goes like this, nice and smooth, just, sustainable. But when it starts popping, that's not sustainable. Oh yeah, we have this. I didn't even look at the pre-market. We have, so that was a buyer and it went below there now. That's interesting. You can see that. Same levels. Levels get respected all the time, huh? This buyer down here. There's a lot going on this chart. Anyways, price action is still the most important thing. So, still waiting. And for now, it's all bearish. Anyways, guys, we have about 2 minutes left in this session. Let me know what's on your minds, and we can discuss it. You know, I found out yesterday that Ferrari stopped producing the Roma and have a replacement. I think it's a pretty good car. I found out about that yesterday. You believe it?
They just came out with that model. What?
The Amalfi, it's called. Yeah, I like it.
Why are they replacing it?
Oh, a new one?
Yeah, just like an upgraded Roma, but they've changed the look. I think the look's okay. It's not really better, but they've changed the interior and the functionality, which I think is a massive upgrade. And they've added some horsepower to the engine with the lighter cranksaft and stuff like that.
Oh, it looks great, man. There's really,
That's
it looks
neat.
better.
You
Damn.
like the look?
Yeah, they facelifted it pretty much. Looks great.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's okay. It's not outstanding, but it's okay. It has to grow on me.
If there was a humble version of a Ferrari, this one is it. In a sense.
Yes, that's it. Exactly. This is that entry level one. It's not.
It's really
built
nice
for
and
just,
classy.
yeah, you can ride it every day. It's not just built for the track. So, yep, this is a good one. The Roma was built that way, and this is the upgrade. So,
You seen that SUV one they have with the suicide doors, the Rolls Royce doors, they call it?
yeah.
That one's pretty crazy too. Damn.
It's okay. At that point, I just have a Jeep, man. What the hell?
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Jeep. Yeah, there's no point in it. Really.
Yeah.
Take the Ferrari on the dunes, man.
Wreck it.
That thing will sink into the sand.
Oh, terrible. All right, what are we having? Maybe a setup. I don't know. Whatever. Mustafa, you want a webinar on profit taking? Man, I did a webinar on trade management. That's all it is. No problem. We can do it. Actually, the best time to do it is when we're live. We're watching the market live. So one of these live trading sessions this week will bring it up in these live sessions because live examples are better than screenshots, and we can watch it. We can do it live. That'd be good. All right, guys. Anyway, 10:30 now. It's been fun and short week. So we'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday. Hope you all kept it green. Keep it good. Plenty of good moves to be had. So take it easy. And you hooligans are going to get into that chat there. I'll try and pop in a bit later, perhaps. But I'll see you guys all later.
Awesome. Thanks, Avi.
Thanks, man. Have a great day or great night. My bad.
See ya.
See you, bro.
Have fun, Abby. We'll talk to you later.